Okay, so today's class is very much one of transitioning from beautiful late spring into the gloriousness of summer, and long may it continue. I'm tempted to just kind of get the camera and just shove it right out the window so you can see there is proof it's a beautifully idyllic sunny day here in Glasgow. So we're going to first start with body clock flow, just helping press that reset button, a really lovely 20-25 minutes of Qigong. Okay, then after that we'll just do some wonderful stretchy finding space. So the element of early summer is that space. We're working with the fascia, with connective tissue. A key aspect of that is correct hydration. So without further ado, grab yourself a wee bit of water. The best way to keep hydrated throughout the day is a couple of mouthfuls every 10, 15, 20 minutes. It's not getting to the end of the day and thinking crikey and then glugging down 1.5 litres and you'll pee most of that out. So a little bit and often is an excellent way for the body to really be able to absorb the water correctly. Now the connective tissue, fascia, is hollow. It is filled with fluid. This beautiful, has a particular structure, the water inside connective tissue. And in early summer, it's all about that, freeing up any stuck stress in the body, creating a really beautiful flow. So if you imagine you have these rivers of flow throughout the body, this is what we're going to be exploring over the next coming weeks. Let's start off by coming onto the mat. You might notice my mat's at a jaunty angle because in early summer, we traditionally practice a little yoga kali, we practice in a circle. But for the Qigong, I'll just face straight on to start with, and then we'll do the kind of the side to side thing as well. So just coming into a comfortable stance, feet hip width, we're going to be lifting the toes, spreading the toes, finding space in between all of the toes, feeling the ball of the foot, the heel of the foot, really ground down into the mat in a soft and heavy sinking way. And with that, softening off the knees, softening off the hips, and just allowing yourself from that sense of feeling really earthed and connected to feeling lovely and long in the spine, up into the crown of the head. So there's a real sense of connection, grounded through the lower half of the body, soft in all of the joints and heavy in the hips. And then this wonderful elevation of the spine. So just rubbing into the palms of the hands. We're just going to warm the body a little bit, not that it needs warm too much. Just tapping along the meridians, coming underneath the left collarbone and down the arm, down into the thumb, and then up the back of the arm into the shoulder. We'll just swap sides. Underneath the right collarbone, down the arm, into the thumb, and then from the index finger, up the back of the arm into the shoulder. Lovely. Now coming up onto the belly, just a quick warm up. Feel free to walk around, keep it nice and soft, in the knees, in the hips. Now coming to the outer edges of the body, so down the outsides of the legs and up the insides. We'll just do that a couple of times. You can have open palms or soft fists, whichever feels more comfortable. And then with soft fists, just paddling all the way around your bum. Coming up either side of the spine, just comfortably as far up the lower back that feels comfy. We're just going to join in at the top of the spine here, just lovely little raindrop taps, coming up over onto the crown of the head, and then just little indiscriminate little raindrop taps, just allowing the energy to come to the surface of the skin, just coming now onto the face, closing the eyes, little taps all the way around the eyes, coming into the hinges of the jaw, down in front of the ear, down the hinge of the jaw, kind of here, this bit here. And I'm just going to rub into the lymph glands here, just give them a little rub and good drain, smoothing them down. Wonderful. And then just give yourself a nice old shake. Whew. Lovely. So just feeling rooted, we're just going to shake through the whole body. Allow yourself to feel really relaxed and wobbly and floppy. Obviously not so relaxed and floppy that you fall over. Keeping rooted through the feet, but just shaking through the knees, the hips, the spine, up into the head, so the head's bobbing, the shoulders relaxing, the body so it feels heavy and wobbly and soft and relaxed. We're not holding tension in the shoulders. And at some point, you're just going to stop, maybe speed up a little bit, and then just stop. And notice that flush of tingling, this chi that we're going to be working with in the body clock flow. So we'll start by deepening the breath. You can place the hands on the belly or just hands in together in front of the heart or on the heart, whatever feels more comfortable. So again, just softening the knees, allowing the hips to sink down, letting go of all of the tightness in the pelvis, having the waist drop down, as it were. We've got this little point just below the navel, chi high, and we want to drop into that, drop into our center. So closing the eyes, relaxing the shoulders and the arms, taking a nice breath in through the nose, and then a nice long exhale through the mouth. As if we're blowing the clouds away, and we'll do 2 more. Nice big breath in. Nice long breath out. Lovely. Breathing all the way in. See if you can count to 3 as you breathe in your mind. And then breathe out for 4. Lovely. So now let's just focus on the full yoga breath. Breathing in for 3, breathing out for 3. Breathing in. And breathing out. And again, 2 more. Breathing in. And breathing out. Last one, breathing in. And breathing out. Filling the whole of the chest and emptying the whole of the air out. Lovely. Inhaling, taking the arms all the way up. Exhaling, bringing the hands all the way down onto the knees for standing cat-cow. So as we exhale, we're tucking in the chin, the navel hugs up, and we tuck the tail. As we inhale, we untuck the tail, the chest drops down. We're going to peel the elbows back a little bit and take the gaze up. So exhaling, rounding the back, navel hugs up. Inhaling, moving through the spine in a wave. Lovely. And again, exhale. Inhale. So we're just working with the water element. Exhale. And remembering that the meridians for the water element run down the back of the body. Inhale, opening up, and run up the front of the body. So as we're exhaling, we're getting a lovely opening through the back. And as we inhale, we're getting a lovely opening through the front. Lovely. Last exhale, we're just going to drop the head down, tuck the tail, and then inhale, unfurl, taking the arms all the way up. Exhale, palms together, bring them down that center line. Left leg forward, right leg stepping back for scooping the water. So as we inhale, we're bringing the weight into that front foot, lifting the back heel. As we exhale, we rock back and lift the toes of the front leg and bring the hands down towards the floor. But as we inhale, we're taking the awareness up the front of the body, up underneath the collarbones, and exhale down the back of the body. Navel hugs back. Now just to bringing the awareness to the 3 parts of the, or the 3 gates, as it were. So as we exhale, we're going to tuck the chin, roll down through the spine, opening in between the shoulder blades, the lower back, and then inhale, opening all the way up. So we're opening and closing the gates in turn, tucking the chin, navel hugs back as we fold slowly down towards the legs, and then inhale, scooping back up. Lovely. Last one this side. Exhaling and inhaling, coming all the way up, just holding on to this imaginary bowl of water, changing feet, bringing the weight into the back left leg, lifting the toes on the front foot, and on exhale, just kind of washing down, imagining beautiful warm water or cooling water on a day like this, just cascading over the crown of the head, down the back of the body, just abundant liquid gorgeousness, and then scooping it up. So it's almost like some kind of shampoo advert. We're under a tropical waterfall or something like that, and we're just anointing ourselves, this wonderful cascade of just trying to say kind of cleansing, but that's the wrong word. I'm thinking more luxurious, more nurturing, more nourishing, thinking about how water is the element into which we are born and how it's the element of soothing. Lovely. Inhaling, coming all the way up. We're just going to step the feet back into hip width, make little spaces in between the fingers and thumbs, And allow ourselves just to scan down along the spine. We'll do that again. Scooping up the richness of working with the water element. And as we exhale, just allowing that to embed all the way down the spine. So, inhaling, we're going to open into the palms, peeling the arms open into the chest. And as we exhale, we're rotating from the shoulders through to the forefingers and tucking in the head. Inhale, opening up, bring the arms down, feeling that opening all the way down the inner arms, through the palms into the middle fingers. And then exhale, just rounding the ring fingers together. So this is the pericardium and triple heat meridians. These are the meridians that we're working with in early summer. Inhaling, feeling that spaciousness across the chest. Exhaling, inviting spaciousness into the back, navel hugging back. Inhale, last one. So this exhale, we're going to cross and have the right arm on top. Drop the head over to that left shoulder. So we've got the right hand here on top of the left shoulder. And then from here, drop into Chi. Lift this right heel and turn. And then inhale, come back. And then change sides. Inhale, turning right to the right. Exhale, back to center. Inhale, open the arms up. And then we're changing arms. Exhale. Now it's the left hand on top. The ear drops to the left. We're going to lift that left heel. Exhale, coming into the twist. Taking the gaze up to the ceiling. Exhale, come back to center. And then change sides. Gaze up to the ceiling. Lovely. Exhale, back to center. Inhale, open all the way up. Exhale, bringing the ring fingers together, rounding the back. Inhale, opening. Really feeling that opening all the way through into the palms, into the tips of the middle fingers. Exhale, into the back and the forefingers. Lovely. Last one. Inhale, opening up. And exhale. So from here, just scooping the arms up. Little fingers, nice and spread. Little space, and just scanning down the length of the spine. Scooping up again. Inhale. Exhale. So now we're going to come into the liver and gallbladder. So gallbladder meridian to start with. Sinking down into that left foot. Lift the right heel and allow that right arm to slide down. Lovely. Inhale. Exhale, change. We'll do the same again. So inhale, lift the heel. Exhale, slide down the left, looking down at the foot. Inhale, come back. Exhale, release. Now bring in the left arm. So as we're inhaling, we're looking up at the arm, as if the arm is like the rising sun. And as we exhale, we're going to turn the gaze down to the fourth toe and deepen into the stretch. Inhale, coming back, exhale into center. So inhaling, scooping up with the right arm now, gaze up, lifting that left heel, and then exhale, deepening down. Inhale, exhale back to center. One more each side. Following the gaze, sorry, following the hand with the gaze, so I can get the right words out. Exhale, going deeper. Inhale, coming back, and exhale, back into center. Last one, inhale. So we're feeling rooted through the foot as we stretch up. Rooted stretch, and then exhale, going a little deeper. Lovely. Inhale, and exhale back to center. Extending the arms out, so we're taking hold of nourishing fresh air, nourishing energy, and we're going to draw it in, spiraling in, wrists, elbows, shoulders. And when we exhale, we're moving from the shoulders through the elbows to the fists, and the fists are soft. Do that again. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, and again, 3 more. So really strong on the exhale, but don't jerk the shoulders. Inhale, exhale, lovely. Last one. Exhale, we'll make 2 more actually, because I feel like we need to get this going. Exhale, last one. Drawing in the breath, and then exhale, letting out that frustration. Wonderful. Scooping up with the hands, and exhale, embedding down the spine. And again, scooping up. Exhale. So from here, coming into 6 directional breath. As we scoop the hands in, we're breathing in, and we make a little L shape with the index finger and thumb as we exhale. Let's do that again. Inhale. Exhale. And again, inhale. Exhale. Lovely. Bringing the hands back into the center. This time they're going to go up to the ceiling or hang off that imaginary rope. And do the same again. Exhale, lengthening through the spine. Last one. Inhale and exhale. Inhaling back into the center, breathing into the ribs, filling the lungs. Exhale, arms go out to the sides. Drawing back in. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Lovely, just scooping all the arms in. And then exhale, grounding. So let's join those three up. Inhale, drawing in, breathing as much air as you can in, and then exhale out in front. Inhale, coming back into center, and exhale, just hanging off that rope. Allow yourself to feel heavy in the hips. Inhale. Exhale, arms out to the sides. We'll repeat that again. Inhale. Exhale, out in front. Breathing as much air in as you can. Breathing as much air out as you can. Lovely. Inhale, back into center. Exhale, out to the sides. Wonderful. Scooping as much air in as you can. Exhale, grounding. So from here, extending the left arm, still with that L shape, soft L shape. Make sure that there's a softness through all of the joints. You're not jabbing the heel of the hand forward. As you exhale, wrapping the right arm across. Inhale, drawing across the arm, cross the chest to the last third of this collarbone on the right side. Exhale, follow the index finger with the gaze as the arm wraps, and you extend now the right arm. Inhale, drawing across the chest to the left collarbone. Exhale. So the lungs and large intestine, inhale. Meridians is all about taking in and letting go. So with this kind of sequence here, you can imagine drawing something into your life that's going to really nourish you. And as you exhale, you can let go of the stuff that actually perhaps trips you up, gets in the way of that. Inhale. Exhale. Lovely. And again, inhale. Exhale. Scooping the arms all the way up. Exhale, just embedding that down the length of the spine. And again, inhaling. Exhale. So we're now at the time for breakfast. We've gone through the body clock to breakfast time. And we're working with the meridians for the stomach and spleen. So left hand on top, right hand below, in front of chi high, which is a couple of finger widths below your tummy button. As you breathe in, the ball expands. As you exhale, it contracts. Do that again, breathing in. Exhale. Inhale, breathing in, feeling that expansion in the belly. Exhale, contracting. Wonderful. So we're really going to breathe into this one. And as we exhale, really draw in with the solar plexus. So it's working with the pancreas, the deepest organ in the body. Breathing in. Exhale, really drawing in with the solar plexus. Lovely. One more. Breathing in. Exhale, contract. So this inhale, bringing the right hand up, palm pressing up to the ceiling as the left palm presses down and the fingers are tucked in. Exhale, come back around the ball. Change arms. Inhale, pressing up and down into the palms equally. Feel the stretch on the left side. Exhale, contracting back in. So it's all about working with the core. Breathing in. Exhale. So I really want to make sure that we're drawing in things that truly nourish us with this element or with these meridians, so we can really boost our self-worth, really boost our capability. Exhale, coming back. Lovely. So stretching up with the left hand, down with the right palm. As we exhale, we're going to turn at the waist, round to the right. Inhale, come back to face forward. Exhale, come back into center. Let's do the same on the other side. Inhale, right hand up, left down. Exhale, navel hugs back. We're going to turn around to the left. Inhale, come back to face forwards. Exhale, contract. And do one more each side. Inhale, pressing up as you press down with the palms. Navel hugs back on the twist on the exhale. Inhale, back to face forwards. Exhale, contracting back into that little energy ball. Inhale, stretching up, pressing down. Exhale, navel hugs back, turning round the spiral of the waist. Exhale, coming back, and then back into center, scooping the hands up. Exhale, coming down. And again, 2 more, just embedding that sense of one's center, one's core. Think about healthy trunk, the xylem in the trunk. Exhale, coming all the way down. So now it's peak energy time, working with the heart. We're going to place the left hand, sorry, we're going to place the right hand, where I can get my hands right. Left hand, right hand on the chest. And then leading with a little finger, we're circling the sun. So we've got an upturned palm. We're going from the left all the way over to the right and round in a big circle, like a big halo round the head. And do the same again. Inhale as you come across, exhale as you come round. It's less about the arm and more about moving imaginary marble around your heart. So we'll do that again. Inhale, exhale, changing hands now. So left hand on the heart, getting ready to sweep across on the inhale to the left with the right hand and all the way back and round. Lovely. And again, inhale, exhale. So it's like a slow motion hula hooping of the upper part of the body. Inhaling, exhale, lovely. Then we're just going to move into circling the moon. So same right hand, leading now all the way back and round, and then over the head. And do that again. Leading with the thumb, round behind you, and then over the head. So this is with the right hand. Inhale, going from left to right, all the way round, and then back. Popping the hands on the heart. We'll do the same with the left hand now. So sweeping round to the left, round the back, and then over the head. So now we're circling round the waistline, or you can think small intestine. Exhale, coming round. Last one. Inhale, exhale. Joining the 2 together. So circling the sun, leading with the little hand. We're going from the left to the right on the inhale, coming round. Wonderful. Circling the moon. Moving all the way back and round and changing hands. So circling the sun, leading with the little finger, palm up, going over to the left and all the way back and round on the exhale. Keep the same hand and then circling the moon all the way back and round to the front. Lovely. Do that one more time. Circling the sun with the left hand, inhale, back and round, circling the moon, going round and behind, putting the duvet over your head. Lovely. Changing hands, inhaling, circling to the left and back, and then circling the moon, circling all the way back round and onto the heart. Well done. Embedding that practice, inhaling, scooping the hands up, exhale, coming down. Do that again. Inhale, exhale. Lovely. Last one. So we're now back at the water element, the bladder and kidney. So left foot forward, right foot back, bringing the weight into that front foot as you scoop the arms up, scooping the water. As you exhale, we're dropping the weight into the back foot. We're peeling the chin, the chest, the lower back, down in sequence. Inhale, coming up. Let's practice that again. So tucking in the chin, navel hugs back, rounding down through the spine. Inhale, coming up. We'll do one more this side, and then change. Exhale. Inhale, scooping up, changing legs. Getting ready to exhale down that right leg now. Inhale, scooping the water up, lifting that back heel. So it's a lovely rocking motion forward and back in the legs. Inhaling, coming up. Exhale, rocking back, feeling rooted, pressing into the ball of the foot. Inhale, pressing into the ball of the foot on the front foot. This is the water point in the sole of the foot. And then scooping the hands all the way down. We'll just do that again. Inhaling, coming into hip width stance, Wuji, and then popping the hands down onto the thighs for standing cat-cow. So as we exhale, we're tucking the chin, rounding the back, the navel hugs back as we tuck the tail. Inhale, untuck the tail, draw those elbows back a little bit and take the gaze up. So as we exhale, we're soothing the body, working with the bladder meridian. As we inhale, we're opening through the kidney meridian, the front of the body. Lovely. Just a couple more. Nice long exhale. Nice long inhale. And again, exhale. And inhale. Lovely, good. And then from here, just exhale, inhaling all the way up. And we're just going to stand now towards the front edge of the mat and just transform this into a sun salutation type moon flow thing. So coming into equal standing posture for yourself, it might be toes together, might be feet a little bit apart, but let's just reacquaint ourselves with feeling really earth. Lifting, spreading the toes, feeling the ball of the foot press into the mat, feeling that sense of balance between the heels and the ball of the feet. And the toes are nice and spacious and light. Taking the energy up into the lower legs, up into the kneecaps, they're starting to lift as we draw the energy up into the thighs and now up into the torso, engaging Mula Bandha. Drawing gently back with Uddiyana Bandha. We're lifting energy up towards the navel, up towards the heart. And from there, feeling nice and long into the crown of the head, all the way up into Sahasrara, a chakra, just here. Lovely. So from in there, inhaling, taking the arms all the way up, looking up towards the thumbs. Exhale, just a delicious forward fold. Nice and steady and slow. Holding onto the legs where it feels good. We're just going to come into a few half lifts. So hands on the shins or fingertips on the mat, looking up, lift the sit bones, create a bit of space in the hamstrings and the glutes. Exhale, soften down, space along the spine, gently releasing the head so the chin tucks and the back of the neck feels spacious. And we'll do that again. Inhale, nice half lift. It could be hands on the shins, hands on the mat, wherever feels good. Exhale, just softening and lengthening, inviting a bit more space into the length of your spine. And we'll do that one more time. Nice inhale, lifting up, engaging bandha, and then exhale. Just bring the head down, moving through the head, like the neck, moving the head from side to side, especially if you've been sat looking at a computer today. Just easing off any tension, creating a bit more ease there. So, last one. Inhaling, nice half lift, and then on this one, hands flat. Stepping back with one foot, the other foot into plank. So just holding plank for a breath, stretching into the heels, lifting up with bandha, popping the knees down, keeping the toes tucked as you hinge back into a delicious child's pose. Stay there, breathe in. Exhale, just invite the shoulders to soften. Lovely. Nice inhale. Now we're going to come up into or through all fours and just allow yourself to ease forward into a nice easy up dog. Shoulders drawing back, lengthening into the crown. Exhale, hinge back. Again, tuck your toes. We just want a little bit of spaciousness into the soles of the feet, into the toe joints. Lovely. And then slowly coming forward as you inhale. Wonderful. Last one coming up. Exhaling back, and then we're going to inhale, lovely wave-like motion all the way through into the back of the neck, and then the head's the last thing to unfurl. From here, through all fours, tuck the toes, downward dog. So, rolling the heels up, as you exhale, stretching one heel and bending the other knee. Rolling the heels up, breathing in, exhale, changing legs. Nice and slow and languorous. Inhale, rolling up through the soles of the feet. So really being kind of careful and mindful about how you can work with the breath, keep with the rhythm, but also get a bit more space into the soles of each feet. Lovely, each foot, lovely. So stretch one heel down, and then with the bent leg, we're just going to rest on the top of the toes and just roll through the toes, forward and back. So one foot is nice and stable, you're stretching into the calf, and the other foot you're rolling through the toes, forward and back. Lovely. Stretching, like resting on the top of the foot and just allowing yourself to stretch into the front of the ankle. Wonderful. Change legs. So, rolling through the toes on the other foot now, getting a good stretch into the opposite calf as you're rolling through the toes on the other foot. Just clean my mat whilst I'm here. A bit of jetsam and flotsam from outside, blown in. Lovely. And then both heels down. See if you can step the feet into the hands a little bit, so enough that you can lift your toes and just press into the balls of the feet a little bit more. Soften and bend the knees if the glutes are really tight, the hamstrings are tight. Don't worry at all about what the pose looks like. Really come into what it feels like. Find the sense of spaciousness in the body right now. Breathe into it. Exhale, just softening down, bending at the knees, walking forward on the inhale, Coming into a nice hip width, standing forward fold. Exhale, just softening down. Lovely. Inhale, nice half lift. Exhale, softening down. Lovely. From here, last one. Inhale, half lift. Lift the sit bones. Press into the pads in the feet. Lift and spread the toes. Find a bit more space as you really engage bandha. And then hands flat, stepping back into plank. Shoulders down the back. Lifting up into your core. Really tucking the tails. Stretching into the heels. Pop the knees down if you need. From here, just lowering down a couple of inches. And then inhale, lengthening up into a slow upward dog. Exhale, hinge back into child's pose. And just do a few more moon flows in rhythm with your own breath. Unfurling through the spine into a beautiful upward dog as you breathe in. Exhale, moving from the navel, really engaging the core as you come back. Lovely. Just moving through the spine. And then coming up to all fours. We're just going to work with the wrists a little bit. So, having the hands under the shoulders, make sure the weight isn't so through the wrist, but you know, take the weight back into the hips. So, turning the hands so that the palms are facing upwards. See if you can draw the hands in and just wiggle through the fingers. Lovely. Try to have straight arms as best you can, but not straightening the arms so much that you do yourself a mischief, okay? So just working with the connective tissue in the hands and in the wrists. Turning the hands out now to the sides like little gills. And then we're just going to flip them over again. Just have the palms facing up, see if the arms can straighten a little bit and wiggle through the fingers, through the thumbs. Just get a little bit of flow going in the connective tissue, all in the hands and the wrists. Wonderful. So from here, we're going to flip the hands all the way back into little gills and then turn them inside towards each other. Straighten the hands, sorry, the arms, and wiggle the fingers. Wonderful. And then from here, just coming to make your little basket. Thumbs pointing away from you, palms facing the ceiling. Make your basket really loose weave. Don't jam your fingers right up tight. You want quite a bit of space in that lattice of your fingers. Palms facing away from you now as you bring the thumbs down, okay? And then peel the palms down towards the mat. See if you can work with that. Again, you're just working with what feels comfortable and what feels easing, as it were. Lovely. Okay. And then from here, the last one is just turning the palms so they're back in towards you. Again, you know, ease the weight back a little bit. Don't do yourself a mischief. See how that feels. Lovely. Well done. Ease back, sit on your heels and just mobilize through the wrists. So we're going to come into downward dog and just compare the difference now. But now our hands are kind of joined up with our wrists a little bit. So coming into a really nice child's pose for yourself. Finding the length in the spine. Nice long breath in. Exhale, engaging bandha, coming up to all fours. Tucking the toes. Stretching back into downward dog, and just notice how the hands and the wrists and the arms feel a little bit more seamless. And just trying to unravel all the tucks and nips that get caught in the fabric of our connective tissue. Stretching the heels down, lifting the toes, finding that stretch. As you exhale, popping the knees down, coming to all fours. So extending the right foot, toes tucked under. Inhale, turning it to the waist and taking the left arm all the way up. And as you exhale, popping that hand down, popping the knee down. Other side. Left leg extends, toes tucked, stretching into the heel. Inhale, unfurling the right arm. Lovely. Nice and slow with the movement. Perfect. Well done, everybody. Exhale, hand down, knee down. Same again. Right leg, left arm. And then from here, we're just going to bring the hands down onto the flank and do a slow circle towards the front of the mat. Inhaling, opening, exhaling, coming round. Do the same again. Inhaling, wafting the arm forward, almost moving it slowly as if it's through deep water, and then popping it down, popping the knee down, doing the same on the other side. Sending the left leg, stretching into the heel. And then just opening that arm all the way up. Wonderful. Bring the hand onto the flank and then moving it forward. Inhale. Bring the right arm forward, all the way over and round. Just moving through the shoulder. Any tight bits, slow down. See if you can really find that space as you move through this wonderful circadian rhythm of the shoulder joint. Exhale, coming down. Popping that hand all the way down, down onto all fours. So, lifting up with the left arm, elbow, wrist, and then exhale, threading it through for threading the needle. Wonderful. So making sure that right elbow is above the right wrist, it hasn't flopped back, it's looking like a little perky right angle. Inhale, unthread. Exhale, just bring the hand down. I'll show you side on. So you're bringing your left hand down and turning the gaze away, but the arms out and kind of to the side. Palm face down. Lovely. Then we're going to thread it through, palm face down. Okay? Everyone got that okay? And then we're going to thread it all the way back up and come back to threading it through the usual palm face up. Wonderful. So staying down here, navel hugging back, we're going to extend the top right leg. So tuck the toes of the right leg and kind of wiggle it away. So the leg's nice and straight and you've tucked the toes and you're stretching away into that right heel. Lovely. Now have a little play with where you can take that leg. So tuck the left leg a little bit behind you for support. Then start to lift the right leg. Maybe bend the knee. Lift the knee up so you can really stretch through the groin. Engage bandha. And then if you're feeling playful, you can start to straighten and extend the leg. See if you can take hold of the toe, your right toe, with your left hand. Or near it, you know, kind of almost as if the right foot has just come for a social distance chat with the hand, maybe. Just have it, find a little, explore the space in the hip. Lovely. And then just take that leg all the way back, stretch it up into the air. Tuck that left leg behind you even more if you're feeling wobbly. Give yourself that little gate leg. And then pop that knee down, unthread yourself. Come all the way back up. Thank your lucky stars, you finished that side. Exhale, put the hand down. We're just going to do the same on the other side now. So inhale, opening all the way up, elbow, wrist, palm with the right arm. Exhale, thread it through. Really lovely, coming to rest on the right side of the face. That left elbow is above the wrist. Breathe into the space in between the shoulder blades. Inhale, opening all the way up. And then this time we're just going to pop the hand down to the side and turn the gaze to the left. So the arms outstretched, palm face down, out to the right. Lovely. And then just lift up a little bit. Exhale, thread it through, palm face down. Breathe in between the shoulder blades into the right shoulder. Lovely. Inhale, unfurl all the way back up towards the ceiling. Exhale, thread it through with the palm faced up. So I'll just come to face full on. So, yeah, okay. Lovely. So from here, we're just going to take that left leg on a little bit of a walk. Just come to face this side. You can see. So start off by just extending the leg, tucking the toe, tucking up with that left kneecap. And that might be as far as you go today. Like Lucy, I'm not up for your blooming, I'm trying to think, what was it called? Oh, there was an art movement and they just did all these random walks, ways of random following maps, and I can't think of the word, but it's about to come into my mind. Anyway, these random ramblings with the body. But then if you're feeling that you want to find a bit of space and playfulness, just start to lift into that left leg. Bend the knee, lift it up a little bit, tuck that right leg behind you a bit more if that feels comfortable. Just explore with the ankle, with the knee joint, with the hip joint of that left leg. And then you can kind of start to draw and bring the foot over towards that right hand. They might meet, they might not. It might be a little kind of hello from a foot or two away. But just find a bit of spaciousness, a bit of playfulness, a bit of sense of connection, foot to toe, toe to foot. Lovely. And then just take that left leg all the way back, pop the knee back down, make sure your bandhas are supportive. Inhale, unthread that right arm all the way up. I'm going to turn back the other way and come into Anahatasana. So essentially, we're bringing the forehead down onto the mat, the hips are above the knees, The arms are extending forward and we're breathing into the armpits, really drawing the ribs to the navel. So we feel that opening in the chest. So just to talk to you a little bit about the meridians, they are working with along the arms, along the shoulders. So we're really going to be finding spaciousness throughout the whole body, but also the upper chest, the armpits, the shoulders, the neck, all of those key areas of tension that the body really holds tension. So just breathe into the armpits, find a bit of space in the body. Lovely. And then just ease yourself back from here into child's pose with the hands down towards your toes, nice and long. And then just coming up and come down to lie on your back. So just do a couple of minutes on the backs. Hugging the knees, take a little bit of water. So hand on each knee, rolling around the lower back, a couple of slow, delicious ways one way, and then change direction. Make sure the back of the neck's nice and long. Lovely. We're just going to stretch one foot up, point the toe, slow circle one way with the ankle, slow circle back the other way. Lovely. Take the hands behind. You can just rest the other foot on the mat and draw the leg towards you, just breathing into the stretch of the hamstring. Wonderful. Then from here, just allowing the legs to go into a V shape. But before we do that, we're going to take a nice breath in. Exhale, engage bandha. So gently drawing up with the center of the pelvic floor, drawing back with the lower abdominal muscles. Then the right leg extends out, or whichever leg yours lengthening, you're stretching the hamstring off. Goes out to one side as the opposite knee goes out the other way, making sure that the lower back feels quite balanced. You're not kind of so heavy in the long extended leg that you're skewing in the lower back. Breathing into the space that you're creating in the hips, in the groin. Lovely. Now exhale, engage your bandhas, drawing the legs back to the center line. Slide and straighten the bent leg down the mat, point into the toe, and then allow the right leg or whichever leg you're stretching to fall across the body, keeping the lower back on the mat as best you can. Arms can be out, palm face down from the body for a bit of support. Keep pointing into the left toe, just allowing the weight of the right leg to fall across the body and to really relax. Wonderful. And then from here, bending that knee, taking the opposite hand. So here it's my left hand behind the crook of the right knee, and just allow the knee to ease over to the left as you turn the gaze to the right and turn that right arm, palm face up. Breathe into the space, breathe into that right hip. Make sure that the shoulders, the jaw and the face are nice and heavy and soft and relaxed. Lovely. And then just pop that leg down and notice which of the legs feels longer. Notice if there's a bit more spaciousness in the treated side. So we're just going to redress the balance, bring both feet to standing, take the left leg up and just point and flex the toes, the ankle, slow circle one way, slow circle back the other way. Interlacing the hands behind the thigh, just drawing the thigh towards you. So the key with this is really feeling heavy in the hips. Allow the whole of the lower back to feel really heavy as you draw the leg towards you, just working with the breath, deepening that stretch, feeling comfortable in finding space. And then we're going to take the legs into that V shape, engaging bandhas on the exhale, and then the legs go out to the side, keeping it nice and even in the lower back, nice and even in the hips. Breathing into the inner thighs, allowing gravity to help find a bit more space and ease. Lovely, good. And then we're going to exhale, bring the legs back together and slide and straighten the right leg as we point into that right toe. So the left leg's falling across the body now. Palms are out, face down. And we're just allowing the whole of that left hip and leg just to become heavy. Get a nice stretch. Keeping the lower back on the mat for this one. Then bending that left knee, tucking in the right hand behind the crook of the knee. And this is where the lower back can peel off the mat. As the legs ease over to the right, the gaze turns left and the palm of the left hand is open up, facing the ceiling. And just once you've got into the twist, you can close your eyes and just welcome in the ebb and flow of each breath, breathing into the left hip, creating a bit of space, a bit of a sense of expansion and opening on the inhale. And on the exhale, softening. It's like we're just airing out a dark and dusty cupboard of the hip. And when we do that, there's almost like a little bit more space. We're having a bit of a clear out, as it were, with the breath. Lovely. And then just coming back to lying your back and noticing how the body feels. So we're just going to finish with banana asana. Taking the feet over to the left corner of the mat, crossing the right ankle over. Then lifting the upper body and coming over to the upper left corner, arms overhead. So we've got the left wrist, taking hold of the right wrist, and we're turning the gaze into the curve of the banana. So we're turning the gaze to the left. So you should really feel the skin, the connective tissue along that right side. Get a really nice stretch. We're just going to hold this for 5 slow, mindful breaths, and before we change sides. So nice and long, breathing in for 3, breathing out for 3 or 4. So just kind of encouraging the body on that right side to relax and soften and become heavy. Even heavier with every exhale. Lovely. And now just uncross the legs, straighten yourself back up. I'm just going to do the same on the other side. So legs going over to the bottom right corner, crossing that left ankle over. Sugaring the upper body over to that upper right corner, arms going overhead. Taking hold of the left wrist now. Gaze to the right, just allowing the whole of the left side to get a really good stretch. Breathing in for 3, breathing out for 3 or 4. Lovely. And then just bring yourself straight. We'll just finish with a minute of lying in Shavasana. You're welcome to pop a blanket over if you're feeling comfortable as you are. That's okay too. So just taking the feet towards the outer corners of the mat. Have the arms a little bit away out from the body, palms facing up. Relax in the shoulders, the elbows, the wrists. Inviting the weight of the back of the head just to ease and sink down into the mat. Inviting the weight of the whole of the back, the lower back and hips to sink down into the mat, and allowing the weight of the legs, calf muscles and the heels just to sink down and relax. And for the next 10 slow, mindful breaths, breathing into the spaces in the body. Where do you feel space in the legs? Could you let go of tension a little bit more and actually experience more ease and spaciousness? Where in the hips and pelvis can you experience and feel a sense of spaciousness? Where in the body, in the belly, the abdomen, in the chest, in the armpits and the shoulders, down the arms, into the hands, in the back of the neck and in the head. And then just starting to bring a little bit of movement into your fingers, into your toes, allowing that to develop into a long and delicious stretch. So it can stretch into the toes, into the arms, taking the arms overhead. And then do the opposite, draw the toes towards the shins, getting a good stretch into the back of the legs, navel hugging towards the spine. And then from there, just walking the legs up the mat, hugging in the knees and rocking from side to side. Just coming over to rest on a really comfy side. And then making your way up to a seated position to finish.